Good morning, and I hope this video finds you in a place of receiving mode where you are at a place in life, or just right now, where you feel like you just need to hear something that you know that you're on the right track. Sorry, but the sun is in my face. It's really sunny out today. I'm gonna do a walk today. I usually do a lot of walks because I find myself like when I do a lot of walks, I'm able to hear from God a lot. It's the place where I meet God. You know, you always have to have a place where God meets you, or you go and you just find that time to be with God, you know. And this is my place of walk. Eventually I'm gonna give out some prayer journals to you guys because I think it'd be very helpful, but I'm gonna make this video short. I want to do a shout out to DoDash. DoDash is the bomb. That girl she's amazing. I don't even know if she knows how amazing she is, but I told her that in the text, in a comment section last week, whenever that she inspired me to actually do my YouTube page. I've been sitting in my butt for a long time, and I know this is something that God has told me. And when she put that video out there, what was it? I don't even know how I got it, but it was the video of you over 50 get your AZ off the couch and get on YouTube. And you know, I've spent a lot of years on Facebook, over 16,000 followers of women that I help every day, and I haven't been monetizing myself. And this is the time now I'm going to monetize myself. Because, you know, you've earned, this is what I want to say to you, myself, and women like you, that we are sitting on a couch and waiting for God to give us something. God ain't going to give you nothing. I promise you. He promised you something, but he ain't going to give it to you until you actually start to activate the gifts and stuff that he already gave you. See, because God gave us something when he created us. Before we were even created into our mother's womb, he already gave us the gift that we have. And if we're thinking, like, if you're one of the people like myself that I thought for a long time that God was just going to give me something else, you're in for a rude awakening, because it ain't not going to happen. What he promised you he would give you, but he's not going to give you it until you activate the gifts and stuff that he already gave you. And so many of us are sitting down and waiting for something else to happen. It's nothing going to happen, honey. You ain't getting nothing else. He's not going to deposit that money in the piggy bank until you actually get off your behind or get off your butt and do something for yourself and make that gift be activated. Because, you know, the Bible tells us that our gifts are going to make room for us. What gifts is that? The one that he already put into you before you were even created, that you have not activated yet. And I think so many times we are sitting here and waiting for something to be activated, or waiting for God to do something, waiting for God to bring us a millionaire husband, bring us a millionaire wife, or something silly. God ain't gonna give you nothing. He ain't coming down and get you, and he's not gonna do none of that. You know why? Because he already gave you something already. And until you actually do something with what he already gave you, there's nothing else coming. I promise you. Because if there's something that he was gonna give you, he would already give me mine. Because I too have sat down for so many years and hoping and thinking that, yeah, I was gonna get something different. And you know what? Ain't nothing coming. There ain't no boat coming. There ain't no ship coming. There's no ship coming. There's no boat coming. There's no cargo coming. There's none of that. None of that. None of that. None of that. My advice to you is to get off the couch and let's start moving. And know that you deserve the fruits of your labor. You deserve to be paid for your services. You deserve to be paid for your gift. And many of us have gifts, not just one, because, God just said he gave many of them one talent. He gave some one, he gave some 2, 3 talents, whatever. So many of us have more than one gifts. And that is something that some of us have so many gifts that we actually don't even know what to do with one of them, because we are so gifted, we have no idea. Like myself, I am so gifted, I became stagnant because I just don't know which one to tap into. I am a writer, I am an aspiring actress, I've been a realtor, I've been not a realtor, but actually been a broker for so many years. A coach, a life coach. I was so many things, but you know what? The one person that was more broker than you or anybody else is myself. Because I realized that I'm broke because I choose to be broke. And that was a very hard thing for me to really say out loud, that I am broke because I chose, I desire, I was determined to be broke. And it's very hard to hear that, and here's why I said that, and here's why it was very hard for me to even admit that to myself. Because I'm a gifted person. You are a gifted person. And when you are gifted of so many gifts, sometimes we become stagnant. We become what's the word I'm looking for? We become stagnant. We become dormant. Because we don't know which one to tap into. We have so many things on our plate and we just skip. We just tilly-dally and we just step from one thing to the next. And we're never finishing anything. Or we finish something and we put it down and we don't actually use it and monetize it and gain or monetize the gifts that God gave us. And sometimes it's because we are too scared. That was something that Dojash said that I had to realize, that I was scared to be great. And I've always said that to other people. I've said it to myself before, but to actually admit something, to admit that I was scared to be great. Sometimes the places God shows us that He is going to take us, what we're going to have, or I can't believe I just did that. I made that sound. But sometimes the things that God shows us, I don't know if you are like myself, but the things and the places that God showed me, the platforms that He showed me that I will have, and places that I will go, and the grounds that I will set foot on, it scares me sometimes. And sometimes we start to have imposter syndrome. Imposter syndrome is something very real. We become scared of who we are going to be. We become scared of who God has called us to be. And that is very scary. But today, I decided, October, I think today's the 9th, 2024. Today is my day that I'm decided that I'm no longer going to be scared. I'm no longer going to be dormant. I'm no longer going to be broke. I'm no longer going to keep fighting a divorce situation that I've been divorced for so long. And constantly, for 18 years, I've been in court over and over repeatedly for 18 years over and on in a custody battle. And I had to say to God, I'm no longer going to do this. I'm getting off this train, and I'm telling you today, maybe, just maybe, you need to get off the train that you're on too. Because I know how hard it is to be on that train. That train doesn't take you anywhere. That train has only taken me to a place of brokenness, financially broke, emotionally broke. Thank God it hasn't spiritually broken me because of my faith in God, and I'm a great soldier of God. I'm a great warrior of God. If you're a great child of God, you're righteous. Like David said, I've never seen a righteous forsake him or receive begging bread. So if we begging for bread, then something is wrong. It doesn't mean that you're not living the life that you're supposed to live. Doesn't mean that you're doing something wrong. It just means that you are not in alignment with the word that God gave you. And that's what I told myself today. I don't know about you, but today marks the day that I will no longer live out of the alignment that God has called me to be in. I am no longer going to be scared to be great. I'm no longer going to be scared to do the things that God has called me to do, to lead women, to be a leader for women, to share my life story, to share my journey with you. And today is the day. I am no longer broke. I am going to operate in the richness of God. And I encourage you to do the same thing. I encourage you to do the same thing, to operate in the wealth and the richness and the demonstration of power that God has called you to. You're not scared. You're not afraid. You're just worried what people are going to say. You're just worried about what others are going to say, and you refuse to make progress. That was me. As I'm talking to you, I'm talking to myself. And every video, in case of you who don't want to get up and do your YouTube video, like DoeDash said, as you make your videos, every video that you make, you become stronger. Did you know that? Every time you speak, every time you do something that God has called you to do, every time you work on that and do a little at a time, you become so much stronger. Today, I am feeling the strongest that I've ever been in my entire life. And I encourage you to get up. One night I stayed up until almost 1 o'clock in the morning because the Spirit of God convicted me so much. I could not go to sleep. I had to get up and start my video. I'm like, oh no, I need to get up and do what I got to do. I got to make this life happen. Because God ain't coming down and doing nothing for me. He's not going to give you nothing that He promised you until we decided to get up and get it done. I hope today be the day that you do it, because today is my day. I want to cheer you on, just as I am cheering on DoeDash. I'm cheering on a million other people that I am following, watching them live their dreams, and all they're doing is just talking. And all I'm doing right now is talking. I'm talking to you. I come and get my walk on, my little cheap tripod, and praying to God that my phone don't fall off, so that I won't even have a phone. But you know what? I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I started today. Today I will never be the same. Today is my day. Today is my day of not being broke anymore. Because I'm getting up there and monetizing the gift that God gave me. Why don't you monetize your gift? Put your chat in the comment and let me know that you're starting your YouTube channel too. Your YouTube, your podcast, whatever. I'll help you as much as I can. Whatever information I have, I'm here to share it with you. I'm here to share it with you. If you need to help build a website, I can give you pointers. You need to start your coaching business. Because this channel is going to be filled with resources. I have a lot of resources that I'm going to be dropping in every single time. Okay? Let me know in the comments channel if you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. And by the way, I'm Diane, the Thrivepreneur. Thrivepreneur means I want you to thrive and pray at the same time. Stop praying and being broke. Stop praying and being broke. Let us thrive and pray at the same time. Okay? God bless.